Last time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer. 3 roommates continue the search for clues to find out if their neighbor across the street, Professor X, murdered his lover, Nancy. We rejoin the gang in their pursuit of truth on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.
Out the window late one night, we saw a terrifying sight. Our neighbor murdering his wife.
Allegedly.
We search for clues to find the truth.
Please help me.
To catch a killer on the loose.
There's blood everywhere.
Become the greatest roommate sleuths.
Anybody got any clues?
Welcome. Oh, I was going to say Who's a Murderer, but that's not the name of our podcast. Everybody's a murderer. No.
Brandon, you forgot the name of the podcast?
Yeah.
His memory's still not back.
Our time is our.
Very wrong. Very wrong. Completely.
Hours. It's definitely time-based. Hours and minutes until we figure this
These are the
case
days
out.
of our lives.
Is that it?
No, but I love that
it
show.
sounded very familiar, so that felt spot on.
That's a real show. It's just not our show.
You know
Okay,
what
refresh me. What is our show?
Our neighbor's a murderer.
Okay.
But you know, we
Yes?
could use a new title. You know, sometimes I think it could just be like 3 best friends.
Just hanging out and...
Just hanging out.
What if we made that the subtitle? Our neighbor's a murderer. 3 best
Three
friends,
best friends
hanging out.
3 best friends hanging out.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. We could have...
Or season
either
2.
one or the other.
The season 2 headline.
Season 2, yeah. Because
Our neighbor's a murderer. Season 2. 3 best friends.
3 best friends hanging out.
Yeah.
Hanging
But does
out
that make it
together.
sound like the 3 best friends are the neighbors that are the murderer? I'm just,
Oh, yeah.
You're right.
wondering about this.
I think we just leave it for now.
Okay. Should we be doing this on the podcast, or should we have done this like on our own time?
No, I
this
think
debate?
it's important to bring it up on the podcast just in case any audience members
That's
have
true.
opinions.
Someone else can weigh in.
Email us.
Yeah, email us.
Yeah, and so that's the podcast.
I never
if you
get
out there
any
want to
emails.
email us or anything
No,
like that.
Brandon.
We
usually go for like 30 minutes. He forgot how long we go.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
okay.
This was just the beginning.
30 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, we kind of go
People
long.
will listen. From
No one listens.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, welcome to the podcast then. And I'm your host this time. That's right. Okay. And then what do we?
What's he up to over there?
Yep. All right. So this is the part. Correct me if I'm wrong. At some point here. Okay. I'm just gonna go with my gut feeling. This is the part where we find out what he's up to over there.
Right. We look over into
Okay.
his apartment across the street, Professor X, and we watch what he's
All
doing
right.
for a little bit.
Okay. Great. So he.
And I brought my binoculars this time because I actually couldn't get a new glasses subscription. So I'm just going to use the binoculars
wonder
now
what
the
you'll be
whole
able to
time
see.
that I'm here so I can see everyone's face.
Oh, okay.
Michelle, you're not using those to drive with, are you?
Yes.
You're not using the binoculars
Oh,
in place of
Michelle.
glasses to drive?
I read an article online
Michelle.
that if you don't have glasses, binoculars are just the same.
You're also holding them way too tight to your face. Like when you lowered them a little bit, you like had no blood rushing to that part of your eyes.
Very like
Oh my
white.
gosh.
Your eyes
outer
are just
eyelids.
completely
Well,
dead.
I mean, like it's worth it to see.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's try him out.
all right.
What's
Yeah.
he
Tell
doing?
us what do you see then?
You must see in
specifically?
so much more detail. I see that he's on the couch. That's about all I can tell.
Oh my God, he's watching something. He's watching something on TV.
The television. We haven't been able to watch TV in so long.
Yeah,
I
mean,
miss cable.
His TV is so large though. Like that has to rise. I have not seen that TV in the past. Maybe I'm forgetting that. But like that has to like rise up out of that whatever that is, that stand he's got there.
Yeah, that
it's like electronic and rises
he
out of
presses
the...
a button and it comes out of
Because
the...
that's massive. No one will want that.
He's
thing.
very
What's he
he's
watching?
very wealthy.
Yes.
He's watching the news.
Oh, what's on the news? I
Oh
bet
my-
it's about Trump. Beep. We should bleep that out.
Yes,
you? You
please
want
do.
to?
Oh my God, they did that on Broad City, and I was like, "Thank you, dear Lord. I never want to hear his name again." And actually, this is pretty serious.
What?
It looks like our friend from the neighborhood watch is gone missing.
Josh?
That's what it says on the
Josh from the neighborhood watch?
yeah, Josh.
Oh my God.
It's what it says on the Chiron or the Chiron. I never know how to pronounce that.
Wait, what is a Chiron or a Chiron?
It's the thing that runs at the bottom of the news
Today's
show.
word of the day is
Chiron or Chiron.
I
Wait a
really
second.
thought that was a ticker. I thought that's what you call it.
News ticker.
I think that was back in the day when you had like a piece of paper that was like.
Yeah, like you would just have a.
Wait a second. Wait.
Ticker tape.
We totally glossed over it.
Oh yes. Josh,
that's breaking news. That's what it says.
Well, it just says that he's missing and that he hasn't been seen for 2 weeks.
And Professor X is watching that.
Guys, I think Professor X has murdered.
He's taken a third.
He's taken a third person.
Okay. Do you think that Josh was investigating something from his apartment?
Of course, he was in the neighborhood watch.
Do you think he got too close to the truth?
I wonder if he got spooked. That guy is good at what he does. He
was
could
so
be in
good.
hiding at this point, you know, like maybe he knew he was getting too close. Or he could be murdered.
Maybe.
I don't know which.
He's probably dead or alive.
On vacation. But
definitely
likely
dead.
one of those.
Oh my god.
For sure, one of those things. He's either dead or alive, for sure.
Oh my god.
Okay, well, boy, you know, that's really, I think that's going to weigh on us.
This is a rough way to start the podcast.
It's a rough way to start the podcast. But something that I think will help us with all of this weight to carry this burden is our next guest. Welcome to the podcast. We are so glad to have you.
Wow.
Go ahead
and
introduce yourself to the listening audience. We of course know.
Of course, I know. Well, my name is Dr. Tyler Clearwater. I'm from the Urban Wildlife Institute.
Okay.
I've been studying bats, the bat population in Chicago, and
Big fan of your work.
thank you. I know. I'm so glad I was able to meet Michelle on my night walk.
Wait. Yeah. There are bats in Chicago?
There are. They're dwindling though.
Doctor,
Oh, why?
wait, thank
Dr.
God.
Clearwater, yes.
Wait, thank God that they're...
No.
Wait, why? Bats are terrifying.
No,
They're good guys.
They're really like have you ever touched a bat?
No.
They're like velvet. They're like velvet little pocket monsters. They're beautiful.
Velvet pocket monster.
I know. I love bats. I love bats. But anyway, I was setting up my audio equipment because I track them through their own echolocation.
You use that against them to track it? I mean, against them. By against them, I mean with them because I feel like you're on the same team.
Haters?
No, I like bats.
Prove it.
If a bat was here right now, I would offer it a strawberry because I would assume it's a fruit bat.
Oh my, that's so cute.
That's so delightful.
I just got the image of a bat like suckling on a little strawberry.
I would freak out and call animal control.
As a matter of fact, that's kind of why I think I'm here. The government shutdown. We don't want to talk about bleep Trump. But during the shutdown, animal control is just off the grid. So I get called as part of the Urban Wildlife Institute to just take care of everyone's problems. And so I actually picked up a friend from your neighbor's house. Let me just get him out of my backpack.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Gosh, if you pull out a bat, it's really heavy. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Here we go. Wow. Here we go. Okay.
Wow.
As you can tell, this is a very large snake.
Does it like strawberries?
Dr. Clearwater just pulled a snake out of his backpack.
It's a real snake.
I told you guys this was going to be just like
beautiful.
those late night talk shows where we get like someone who loves animals to bring animals on. Isn't this fun?
Yeah. It always goes so poorly for the host, and I enjoy that part the most.
He's really sweet.
He's like he's licking at me.
He likes
He's
you.
friendly. He likes you.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
can I? Is he
Yes,
okay to
go
come
for
across
it.
here? Okay.
Go for it.
Oh my God.
If he's approaching you, then that's where it's at.
Brandon, you've been chosen.
Amazing.
Wait a second, that's a rattlesnake.
It is a rattlesnake.
Oh, he's friendly rattlesnake. I'll give him that much.
Brandon, I don't think that exists.
If bats are velvet, would you say this is satin? I don't know. Some suede.
Oh my gosh.
The suede animal.
Wait, wouldn't it be just snake skin?
You know, I can feel a lot of like fear energy from you. I just
I'm
want to talk to you.
horrified right now.
Guy has blocked, like when we used to have cable, Guy blocked Animal Planet from the
You
watch.
blocked Animal Planet?
Yeah, it took me at least a month to figure out how he did it and how to undo it.
Wait, you guys don't even understand. When I was young, I watched Animal Planet and I hated it, so I never watched it again.
Well, yeah, but like when I was young, I hated everything that wasn't cartoons. So things can change. Things can change.
That's ignorant of you to say, Brandon.
honestly.
All right. Well,
Well, when I was younger, I was attacked by a turkey at Apple Charlie's, but I still love turkeys.
what is an Apple Charlie?
Apple Charlie's is an apple orchard in Michigan that has all the varieties of apples and also a wonderful garden and places where animals can run around roaming free, which is how I got attacked by the turkey.
I bet that it was a haven for bat populations.
You know what? I didn't see a bat, but I feel like it was. Like, I didn't stay at night because I had to go attend to my wounds from the turkey attack. But I hear that, there's a lot of bats that hang out in the barn there.
I'm really surprised that you all are having this kind of odd reaction to bats when I have to inform you, your house, your neighborhood is it's an effusion, a massive fusion of bats are around here, specifically from your neighbor's house. What's Professor X?
Professor X.
Oh, I found something else. He was the one who called me about this rattlesnake. I found this, and I don't know if you'd recognize this. Maybe you mentioned your friend Josh. I found one Skechers Shape Up.
Oh my God!
Oh my God.
That has to be what he wears, right?
There's a little stain on it. I don't know.
It says his name in Sharpie
Oh my
inside.
gosh.
Oh my God,
on the
Josh.
tongue, on the
It
tongue
is.
of the.
Wow, Josh. I'll just leave that with you. I don't know what to do with that.
You only found one?
I mean,
Did you find the body that was connected to it?
I didn't.
Just
know.
a shoe. Just a shoe.
But I mean,
Wherever he is, he's running shoeless, I hope, or dead.
this snake might have taken care of something.
So this snake came from Professor
Yes,
X's
it was in his
apartment.
yard.
Oh my
he asked
God.
me to take care of it.
Let me say, that apartment building across the way has an immaculate courtyard.
Oh,
we know the
yes.
gardener that works there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I feel like
Brandon
they
B.
constantly get complaints and calls of this type of there's something
There's a
intruding
snake, yeah.
on my perfect a garden of Eden over here.
People are writing secret messages
and
in
I
the
think
bushes.
it's one person. There's one person doing that, and his name's got an X in it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
That's
It's very exciting.
Can I
That's
ask
what I'm
a question about the snake?
Of
When you
course, sure.
found it, did it have a large human-sized lump in it that it was digesting, or was it just?
Michelle,
could have been a.
it's going to be
hippopotamus.
I
okay.
don't know. See
the
the
lump
shoe.
wasn't human sized.
Yeah, no. I
Oh
saw
my God!
that.
There was a lump.
Right.
But there was a lump.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Snakes
Pretty
eat
big.
eggs, right?
Snakes eat eggs. They eat flesh. They eat grass if it's tasty.
Wait, what was that
Yeah.
second thing?
Flesh?
Oh my God! You
What?
guys.
We know that. Oh,
Yeah.
oh my gosh,
Wait.
he's really attracted
Wait.
to you right now.
There he goes.
How do you feel
Stay
about
Guy,
that?
open
Stay calm,
your-
guy. Do not.
my
They can
mouth.
smoke
If
No,
it.
I
you
said
freak
open
out-
your heart. Open your
Open
heart.
your-
If you
mouth.
freak out, it will freak out.
Oh, ew. Oh, it's mating with you.
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. I've never seen a snake behave in this manner.
Okay.
Wow,
Guy.
he's very sexually aroused.
Well,
Yeah.
Guy just started using natural deodorant. I think that's part of it.
Oh,
He has
that's
a
part of
very
it. Wow.
alluring scent.
Mm. My goodness.
Getting right down into those pits.
Back.
Guys,
Wow, Doctor, you have such
was-
control over that.
I have to
snake.
admit,
you.
when I... Do you guys remember the snake from... What was the cartoon with the snake? Where,
Jungle Book.
Yeah.
Oh,
I felt that.
I was going to say from my Bible study, but
Oh my God.
yeah, they showed us
the
cartoons. It was
snake.
fun.
The original snake.
The snake.
Wait, no, I was hypnotized by your snake. What's its name, by the way?
CZ.
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 Yeah.
Wow.
CZ.
Wow.
I mean, I named CZ because I like CZ.
Yeah.
Well,
I
and-
couldn't bear to kill CZ.
No.
That's what Professor X wanted. And I
What?
was like, I know.
He told you to kill it?
I know.
asked
He
you
told me to
specific-
take care of it, but with a
That
very
means
Hiding,
kill it.
getting rid of the
menacing.
evidence.
That's just what a murderer would say.
Yeah.
Oh my
to
God.
push that onto a government worker. Not a government worker. I'm from the Urban Wildlife Institute.
Okay.
my
did
God.
we?
But we know your
just get
past.
a momentary insight there, where you would like to be a government worker.
I have great
It seems like you
admiration.
would, yeah.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I'm that good.
Did you want to
Not
work with the
good.
National Park System? I mean, I hope I'm not, I'm sharing too much information, but actually Dr. Clearwater has a podcast where, talking about, all the hopes and dreams.
Clearing
of
the water.
Clearing the water, all that. And you said you wanted to work with, our wildlife association, the National Park System.
My dream, my highest achievable fantasy
Oh, wow.
is that I will be able to escape human civilization.
Yes.
And I will live in Chipinqua National Forest.
Planet
And I
Waves.
will just roam the forest naked and clean up after the hikers and maybe scare people away from the places that are more sensitive. Does that sound fair? Does that sound ethical to you?
Yes, because there's over tourism right now. I was reading about this, and like there's too many people in the national parks, and you would be like a superhero, but for nature.
That's true. Yeah, that's like a vigilante kind of thing.
Yeah.
You. Oh.
Yeah, and your snake could be like your sidekick.
Yeah, so
or-
please subscribe to my podcast, Naked in the Woods Protecting.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only on Spotify.
Only on Spotify.
I know.
We couldn't get ours on Spotify.
Oh, I'm
No,
sorry.
process is very
It
confusing.
really is.
They
Yeah.
didn't let us.
I had to pay.
They just
You
set-
did?
I know.
Wow, really? Oh my
I think
gosh,
it's
pay to
worth it.
play.
It's
So wait,
worth it for
you
the
make the
exposure.
content and then you had to pay?
That was a little judgmental.
No.
Of
I'm sa-
Spotify.
Of Spotify, yeah. I'm
Well-
saying like you're giving them the stuff to give to
You
customers
should be
and
getting
you're
paid.
paying. Yeah,
Well, it's a service that I provide. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not
They-
a government worker, but I try and do good.
They just sent me an email that said no. And do not reply.
But you know what they do have now, which I just discovered the other day? They have playlists specific to your zodiac sign.
Yeah, I
Did you
saw
all
that.
see this?
What?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And my songs were all very much in control, depressing than uplifting. That's classic Virgo.
What is your? Oh, you're a Virgo.
I'm a Virgo.
Oh.
What's
Doctor,
your-
I was going to say, I'm sorry, you were going to ask what his sign was, right?
Oh my, I was, but you know, after the last incident I had of all those Geminis coming after
Yeah,
me,
I really want to leave
Gemini's
this
I'm
really
like nervous.
I'm a
There's lot of
Gemini.
oh my God, I knew it.
Why were the Geminis coming after you?
Because
we don't want to repeat what you
No,
said.
I'd like to know.
Made some
No.
conclusions.
She made some very
That-
generalized.
Geminis were a little aggressive.
I don't think that's correct.
anger driven.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that your experience with Geminis is much like your experience with bats and snakes, where you haven't taken the time to be in their environment and observe them.
You're
I
right.
I
you're
will
right.
say that CZ has changed my opinion of snakes. I don't know if my opinions of bats can be changed because they're vermin that
I
live on
need to know
ceilings,
what
but
deodorant you use because wow, CZ is fighting me to get to you.
It is
I don't know the gender of the snake, but
it is actually just I just take Dove hand soap. And
is it Dove
rub it.
plus men?
It's I don't know. I found it unwrapped in a trash can.
Wow, that's very ecologically friendly of you.
Oh,
Wow,
CZ's all over
CZ
me.
back.
going about. Yeah.
CZ.
I so just so you know, when I was studying your neighborhood and I was, coming here because there are so many bats, I was really curious, because we were getting so much echolocation from them, but I haven't found any. It's like they're here, but they're not here.
Oh my God. Do
Is
you think?
that-
Do you
is
think?
that
Do
weird?
you think Professor X is using the bats as an army? Don't laugh at that. That's a serious theory.
no,
That's interesting.
I wasn't laughing
thought
at
about that too. I'm serious. I thought about using the bats as an army myself, but like for good.
Oh yeah.
But an army against whom?
Wait, just to clarify, I wasn't laughing at you. CZ is crawling up my leg and tickling me in the most fun places.
Oh, CZ.
CZ! CZ and I, guys, I don't know if you overheard us or not, but CZ and I are going on a date.
oh my God. What?
Now, when you
Guys,
say
this is
overheard
moving
us,
too fast.
CZ and I, we were
yeah,
talking.
okay, but when you say we were talking, then CZ was responding to what you were saying.
Oh, that
Yeah.
happens. Animal.
Haven't you seen Harry Potter?
Wait, now what? Now?
Haven't you seen Harry Potter?
Wait,
I've
let's
seen
get
Harry
Dr. Clearwater's opinion.
Yes, please.
That language is real. The snake language.
Parcel tongue.
Exactly.
I thought that was for letters and packaging.
My professional opinion is that if you listen, then you can hear animals, but also you can't get their full consent. Just gonna say that right here, right now.
Yeah. Okay.
So just. Oh wow, CZ's coming up to the mic.
Oh, CZ. Wow, you get me going.
Oh, CZ, stop. CZ's peeing.
Oh wow. Oh my gosh, a snake pooped on me one time. Is that normal?
That's a very clear sign that she liked you.
I did not know snakes pooped, and it happened. It looked like bird poop. Is that what snake
There's a
poop is
tail,
supposed to look like?
Tail's now coming up towards it. I tell you what, I've seen every part of that snake on Guy at different parts of this whole conversation.
Guys,
It's very...
CZ and I are getting married.
Wow.
In a month.
That's
Oh
amazing.
my God. Well,
Wow, this is moving fast.
I
you
never
get-
thought Guy
you- I-
would get married.
I wanted to invite you guys all to the wedding.
Thank you.
Thank you
Dr.
so
Clearwater.
much.
Yes.
How long in the snake world would it be advisable to date before marriage, would you say?
I think that January is a great time to start dating in
Yeah.
a snake, because then if you get married in, say, June, it gives a good 6 months. But
And like, what are we supposed to do at this point? She's carrying 700 of my children.
What?
She's pregnant.
marriage.
So this
Jump
is a
right down little bit.
shotgun
It's
wedding.
a shotgun wedding.
We have to. Her parents are going to be so mad at me, you guys.
Oh, she ate her parents.
Oh my God.
Probably.
Well, thank God for that.
Oh, okay.
Your
Wedding's off.
Oh, you're a family man, huh?
Wedding.
Wow. Well,
Wait,
Well,
hold on. I'm a little concerned.
I'm also a little concerned.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of your views on relationships developing here, Guy. You don't feel like you
Why
have
are you
any
all looking at
obligation
me?
Well, actually,
to
you know,
that snake after that?
I'm proud. I think you've made a 180. You were really afraid of CZ.
That's
Yeah.
true. That much is true.
Guys, I'm like seeing other snakes.
Do you wanna-
I don't know how to explain it.
Guy, you know, there's room in the urban wildlife van if you want to, you know, take a trip and maybe meet some bats. I can be your wingman.
Oh, my wingman. Haha, get it?
oh, I get it.
Okay, I'm on board. I'll meet
Bat. Fruit bat.
a bat.
Yeah, fruit bat.
For
It's a
bat.
fruit bat.
I
Fear of the name.
I gotta say, I love bats. When I was younger, you all know I didn't have a lot of friends, so I made a bat house similar to a bird house, and I would wait for the bats to come to my bat house, and they never came.
No.
Bats didn't come to your bat house?
No,
Hey,
Did you put it out?
I put it out.
Oh.
Michelle, I'm only gonna ask because it's the second time you've cried this episode. Like, how's everything going? Like outside of the podcast?
I don't know. You guys, I thought 2019 was gonna be my year.
Yeah. Oh, everyone says that though.
But it's been really hard. I actually I didn't want to talk about this on the cast, but someone broke into my apartment and stole half of my collection.
half of it, it's something that can be split apart into different.
Oh God, no! I
There's
just
like
give away a
there's
clue of
several
what my
things.
collection
Michelle,
is.
do
It's
you
not just
remember
one
what you
thing.
told me when we met on on my night walk? You were kind of pacing around the neighborhood. You were very sullen. You were kind of like punching your hands into your hoodie, and I asked you.
I love
you know,
that hoodie.
I love it too. It's a really nice hoodie. Pink
Thank you.
suits you. But I was wondering, you know, do you remember what you said?
Yeah, I said that I need to stop investing so much in
objects, and you
and
need
more
to more
in
relationships.
relationships.
Okay, you guys sound like that Mary Kondo.
I'm doing that right now.
Yes. Oh
What
my
is-
gosh,
what's
Doctor,
her
tell
name?
us about
Marie
Marie Kondo.
Kondo.
Oh, okay, I got it right.
Oh, she's so fine. She's like if a bat were a lady, I would. She's my perfect woman. She's amazing, but she picks things up. She asks if they spark joy, and then she puts them down. What?
Brandon,
Is that?
can I pick you up later?
Oh my.
You physically?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, let me do it right now.
Do it with your
No,
friends.
this
and-
might affect your relationship.
No, what are you
as
talking
roommates.
about? I
Well, I
doubt
mean,
it will. Wait,
There
what
is
are-
a 50-50. This is a coin toss because if you pick me up and no joy is sparked,
You'll have to
Where
move
do
out.
we go from there?
You'll
Wait,
have to move
what
out.
happens? You didn't finish. After you decide, what do you do?
yeah, what do you do?
For friends, this is an unwritten chapter, but I was actually able to meet her and talk with her about friendship discarding. You know, if you get discarded as a friend, then it really means that you should go into the woods. Just take a long walk away. Deal with it. Think about it.
Whoa.
Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Would I go to the woods or would
No,
Brandon?
no. If
Brandon,
you are discarded,
if I'm
you get picked up,
discarded?
if your friend picks you up and says
Yeah.
into your face, you don't spark any joy, then you need to.
That
walk.
hurt coming from you right now, and we just met. So,
All
guys,
right, should we
know.
try it? Let's just try it.
Okay, all right.
Who knows what will happen?
Okay.
Okay.
Do I get to pick you up after that?
Yeah, you can do it to me too.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't roll your eyes at the.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I'm nervous.
Okay.
Me too.
3, 2, 1.
It really tickles where you're holding me.
Oh,
Put
sorry.
me down.
Okay.
Put me down.
Okay,
Put me down.
okay,
Put me down.
okay.
Put me down. Okay.
Wow.
Oh god.
Oh
right.
my gosh. Cece was very jealous of that.
Sorry, CZ, we're through. I don't know how many emails I need to send you before you understand. I want nothing to do with.
Oh my God,
CZ,
release
go to the
him!
doctor.
Release him!
Apologize.
no.
CZ just tried to boa constrict Doctor
Oh
Clearwater.
my god.
Cece,
Jesus
I'm gonna
Lord.
do the Caesar Milan thing. Cece.
You killed her.
Oh, what? No, I was just doing the Caesar Milan thing.
Killed
Oh my god.
Cece.
No,
Michelle,
I didn't.
The Caesar
I'm not joking.
I didn't.
Wait,
That
this-
snake was curled so tight, and when she did that, went limp like
I'm
a
holding-
scarf just dangling. on
Wait,
Caesar
Michelle.
Milan does.
you
Since
never
when
even-
does Caesar Milan use nunchucks?
I don't know. I saw an episode yesterday. I was tired.
Michelle, I just realized you never really got any chance to really like interact with CZ. CZ went to the other two, but
Yeah.
you know, CZ's dead now. I don't really need to take her, so I'm
Yeah.
gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Here,
I'm
you can
so
decide.
sorry.
Oh my God.
So sorry, that touched your microphone.
Caesar Milan does that all the time with
But
dogs.
I bet it'll go perfectly with your collection, maybe?
Nice try, guy.
Damn it.
Not
I'm
close.
really-
Wait,
CZ,
Brandon.
wake up! CZ, wake up!
You're shaking a dead
Wait,
snake.
wait, guy,
trying to-
maybe I'm. You know what? I'm gonna give CC CPR. Okay.
Wait,
It's
Okay, here I go.
inadvisable.
you're
for the
kissing my
poison.
ex
Here I
snake
go.
friend?
No, I'm not. I'm giving it.
Actually, maybe you should do the CPR.
Yeah, do you
Would
wanna
it
do the
provide
CPR?
you some closure? Or?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
This could be a classic Sandlot.
Okay. Ready?
Rose.
1,
2, 3.
4.
You bring me joy.
Staying alive. Ha 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 ha. Staying alive. Staying alive. Ha ha ha.
You know, that is the rhythm that you should
Yes.
do CPR.
Yeah.
Thank you for knowing
Nah,
that.
still
probably
dead.
the same-
It's very dead.
I think we lost her.
Yeah, sorry, Michelle.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa, you did that.
I've never seen a snake be revived.
Wait, that was like that was a real heart stopper there for a second.
You know, maybe the CPR worked.
You guys, I really needed that. I told you my week's been so hard. If I would have killed C, that would have.
Oh my god, Michelle.
This is all kind of made me feel like
Guys,
we're
she's definitely just holding the dead corpse of Cece and just pretending that it's alive.
It looked alive for a second.
Was she moving it?
I think
tell
she's just
anymore.
moving it on her own.
Oh, it's like it's a puppet. Oh,
She's doing the voice.
Oh, Jesus.
Michelle, this is so
unholy.
This whole thing has really put stuff into perspective for me.
Yeah.
Do you want to do the sparking joy thing at this point?
You should.
I mean, it's easy. No,
Wait, you mean no? You didn't spark any joy?
CZ is
whatever,
a no?
whatever you want that to mean.
No, you're just gonna leave that for me to figure out?
Yes.
I think that you two need to talk about your relationship.
Yeah, this is definitely a.
Well, they have a lot.
Ooh, this is a thing we're gonna
They
have
have a lot of issues about who takes out the trash and who doesn't do that.
to spend more time running.
You know, it's a really maybe you both should come in the van and just come with me on a night walk.
All of that sounded kind of creepy, but I'm on board.
Okay. I accept that. I know that I'm a creepy guy with a creepy voice and temperament
Okay.
and
Just
job.
because someone
I don't
has
know
a
about that.
van doesn't mean it's creepy.
Well,
It's like
get
a
it?
lot
just
of
because I have a
hippies.
van.
A
and
lot of
steady
hippies.
bats.
He
A
said-
lot of hippies have vans. Hippies have vans. I
But
used
he
to be
said,
a hippie.
get in my van and come on a night walk. Like that was just a
To
combination.
talk about your relationship and maybe pet some bats.
Yeah.
What? That okay?
You know,
still
it
kinda
sounds creepy, but it's not. It's very calming. Very you see the city in a different light.
See, these two guys are city boys. They don't get it. You know, I grew up in Colorado in nature.
Yeah, with your
Okay.
apple orchards.
With my
I
apple
did not grow
orchards.
up in the city. I grew up in the sewers underneath the city.
We've debated that a little bit. Haven't
You
we?
forgot, Brandon.
is
You
so
forgot.
cool.
Haven't we?
You forgot where we ended up on that debate.
Oh.
It was
How did-
true.
Did you come out for school and go back in the evening like Hey, Mom, I'm home from school.
Guys, sewer children are no different from regular children. And
I want to know more. I know that. I just want to know more about your community.
Yeah, we went to school. My mom she was a hard worker, so she would go out to work, and until I was older, she brought me to work with her, and then eventually I went to school and studied and, became an average Joe.
I'm still really amazed that you
Or
still
an
have
average
this...
guy.
Just an average guy that
That's
was
funny.
born and raised in a sewer.
There you go. Didn't need any bats, though.
Well, speaking of things that are kind of unexplained and strange and odd, that brings us, I think, to our next segment, which is connecting the dots. Okay, so this is the part of the show where we try to take you, our guest, and connect you with our main goal in life at this point, I would say. Figuring out what the
And
heck's going on with Professor
I feel
X.
like you've already given us some good info.
Yeah,
Clearly,
no.
Professor X hired you to take care of
the
a
snake.
snake problem.
So we know that much, and hired you to kill that snake.
A snake that is dead in Michelle's arms.
Yeah, which weirdly, happened here.
You guys, I thought Caesar Milan's technique worked on snakes in addition to dogs.
I'm so glad that
You
broke up with CZ before that was killed by Michelle.
Or maybe Cece died of heartbreak. Do y'all ever think of that?
I heard a snap.
And everybody knows hearts don't snap.
It's a heartbreak. It's not a heart snap.
Cause when my heart breaks, it always feels like the first time. First time.
The very first time.
Watching deer
Brandon,
What?
you cannot use
Don't
a dead...
use the dead snake as
Look,
an instrument.
I'm going I'm going that use the whole buffalo kind of thing.
Guys,
Like if the snake's dead, he's
I
not
can
using the
respect
rattle
Brandon.
anymore.
Brandon was using the snake's tail as a rattle for the song.
Yeah, it still works.
It's a
Still a good
rattlesnake.
rattle.
I'm a little convinced. That's pretty cool. Can I?
Yeah, go ahead here. Have at it.
Guys, this is horrible.
First time. Cause when my heart breaks, it always feels
Can
like
anyone
the
hear
first
rap?
time.
No.
No, I don't think. No, look at
let's
us.
Let's not.
I don't think so.
No, but I got to tell you, Carly Rae Jepsen, Emotion, side A and side B, what a treasure. I didn't even know there was a side B until late last year.
You can tell that she's in touch with things. You know, if there was a woman who was a snake, it would be Carly Rae Jepsen. She's
Yes. I love her.
That brings me to a
Yes.
great question.
Oh,
I think.
sorry, we're connecting.
No. That reminded me, what kind of animal would you say Professor X is?
Oh, that's a great question.
That tells a lot about a person,
This
right?
will solve it.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Well, he on the phone with me, he was a little gruff. He was a little. He was very to the point. And also, I'm gonna say, just a little. He gave me a little guff. You know what I mean?
Not guff.
Waiting for Guffman.
I think that he's a hyena.
Wait, so my reference point for hyenas is the Lion
Lion
King.
I know.
So I'm gonna assume
I can tell that most of your animal experience comes from Disney.
they live in graveyards. Yeah,
Just
those hyenas
cartoons.
do most hyenas.
You don't like snakes.
No.
Oh,
Bats
yeah.
are creepy.
That's true.
You know,
I like
hyenas.
Batman.
Well, if you
Yeah,
had
it's not
watched
Disney
Fern
property.
Gully, there is a great portrayal of Batty. I love Fern Gully.
Yeah.
So hyenas for me, because I was able to, when I was 23, spend a little time in the desert. I was able to meet a few hyenas, and the thing that they do really well is they're very isolated. They do things with their face because they don't have hands, and so they're very mischievous. They kind of have a sense of humor, but they also will kill.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds just like him.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? I have yet to hear anything about his sense of humor, but I would assume he has.
He did tell me one joke that I really liked. Yes,
He tells jokes.
That's amazing.
He told me
Unprompted
one.
or
No, when I got there, it was because I really, because of the echolocation thing, I knew that bats were in the area, so I wanted to go in his house, and I really wanted to kind of investigate my own thing.
Right.
And I looked at this one door to the basement, and he said, "Don't want to go in there. If you go in there, you'll end up like liver." Chopped.
Brandon, two things. Two things. First of all, you started laughing before the punchline.
Really did.
It's like you started laughing.
So I went into the yard, and that's where I found CZ.
Brandon, First of all,
It was really funny, right?
Yeah,
you
started. God, that was good.
really scary.
Well, I think
Oh
it
my
was
God.
doctor's delivery.
Oh, good.
Oh, you started laughing at the word liver, which wasn't even the
Yeah,
joke.
but like who? Liver?
And then
you know?
and then the second thing.
Liver?
You know, when I think about it now, it's not a very great
No,
joke.
wait.
No, it's a perfect joke.
The
Oh
second
my
thing
God.
that was definitely a joke about a murder room.
I don't
joke.
know. You know, your chopped
Downstairs-
liver means you don't have anything going
No,
for
he
you.
Yeah,
means
that's
you're
true.
gonna.
Yeah.
Liver.
If you no, it means if you go into that room, you're gonna end up dead because that's his
Maybe.
kill room.
Oh my God.
Am I the only one that's getting that vibe, picking up on that?
Well, yeah, but
You're
that's-
the only one who's watched Dexter.
I think that's like
true.
a fair read, but also not as funny as the original joke. So I feel like he was right to go the way he said it. Professor X said it. You know?
I just want to also ask you all a question. You know, for the victims of this, the alleged victims of this
Yeah.
They're
murder,
fine. They're
They might
fine.
be murdered. We don't know that. But
I'm sure
probably.
they're okay.
Yes.
Three.
Yes.
are we sure? Because we mentioned
three
Dexter.
total.
Are we
Yes.
sure that they're innocent? Should they maybe like they should have been murdered?
I mean, I personally am not one to victim blame.
Oh,
Should we? I don't know. Should we start?
does that?
Well, here's the
Is
thing.
it victim blaming what Dexter does?
I don't know.
I don't know.
think so.
Here's what I will say.
I think he's
We got to keep
ethically correct.
our minds and our ears and our eyes and everything open, and especially our mouths, because this is a podcast and that's about all you can do. So I think it's good for us to consider any and all angles.
That they're evil
Yeah,
Too.
it could be evil.
They could be evil.
or have done evil things. But then is Professor X killing them because they're evil?
I'm so glad I brought up this ethical quandary.
Oh my God.
And I think that it's, you know, just again, if you want to come on a
Oh no, he
night
remembered.
walk,
It's the liver.
he just remembered the joke. It was so, it was very funny.
His memory is lapsed in certain areas,
God.
but then some things just stick.
You see, I like that you and I have the same sense of humor. When he
I
told me
appreciate
that,
that.
I just burst into a fit of giggles.
I'm going on that walk with you. Could I just say that right now?
Sure. You meet some bats, pet them.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for that. And you know what? I think this is a good time to say, if anyone out there maybe is also interested in getting involved with wildlife, things like that, I'm sure you've got your own podcast, so maybe you could listen to that
On
and
Spotify.
and email him. But also you can let us know about that by emailing us at sleuthmates@gmail.com. That's SLEUTHMATES@gmail.com. Or you can send us anything that you can send someone with a phone number, voice, chat? No, text. Yeah. At 815-570-9979.
And remember to rate, review, and subscribe on iTunes and not on Spotify because
Nope.
no.
And
We're not
also remember to love thy neighbor.
Or
they might just murder you. Bye.
Cause when my heart breaks, it always feels like the very first
Brandon, you put that steak down.
Oh
It's
my
dead.
So many questions left to answer. If a lone sketcher is found in the woods, is something sketchy afoot? Has anyone considered that snakes might have a phobia of people? Should I reveal that I'm part of Spotify's quality control team? And of course, is Professor X a serial killer? All this and more next time on Our Neighbor's a Murderer.